Welcome everyone. I'm going to show you how I created my first Faceless YouTube channel with no experience. There are many potential creators out there who are eager to share content but just don't want to show their faces on screen. And that's fine. Well, here's how to do it. With help from a few AI tools, we can easily do this and bring out your true potential in content creation. I really just recorded as I created this, so I'm sure there are a number of things I can improve on, and that's okay. It's all about starting. Just do it. We're gonna go over to openai.com. We're gonna click on ChatGPT. We'll click Start Now. Okay. And then you could log in if you have an account. Otherwise, you could stay logged out. In the message window, I'm just gonna copy and paste my prompt. There you go. And I just click enter, and there you go. ChatGPT gives me my 10 tips. All right, isn't that wonderful? Of course, I make sure to go through each of the tips to make sure it makes sense. And of course, I can resonate with a lot of this. Some of these tips I did apply in my life, and I was successful. Right? So these are very, very good tips. Now we're gonna just copy the image prompts, right? And by the way, I must mention that the latest version of ChatGPT now also gives you the image, so you don't necessarily have to go into another tool to get the images. ChatGPT now gives you the image. At the time I did this, it didn't. But we're gonna copy the image prompts from here, not the script, just the image prompt. www.kittl.com. That's KITTL.com. We're going to copy our image prompt from ChatGPT, and we're going to place it in the window here, right? We also want to make sure that we select the aspect ratio, which is 16 by 9 inches, right? Because this will determine the frame of our video, right? And we just click enter or generate, and there you go. Kittl is generating our image, right? This is just wonderful because it saves us a lot of time from going to search for images all over the place, right? Kittl just generates our image for us. Then we want to make sure that that sets up well in our frame, that the object size remains at 16 by 9. So we adjust that as we go along. We can also edit our image prompt here in Kittl, right? So for example, if I say children interacting in the rain, so I type in the rain, and I go ahead and generate image again. And then Kittl is going to give me a group of students studying and interacting in the rain. There you go. Children studying and interacting in the rain. Well, I don't know why students will be studying in the rain, quite frankly. So, but I like the image. It looks really good. And I could use this as well, you know, for my video. You could find somewhere to put that in your video, but it just goes to show you though the capabilities of Kittl. You could just edit your prompt and it will give you various different images as you like, right? Of course, we don't want that, so we're gonna just undo. So I undo that, and then when you're done, basically you want to download your images, right, for each of your tips. Yeah, you could play around with your prompt in kittl.com. In the window, just edit your image prompt to Kittl and generate various different images as you like. As you can see, we did another one here. Yeah, so feel free to play around with it and see how it looks, but just remember to make sure that the object size fits the aspect ratio of 16 to 9, and you're good to go. Next, we're going to go to 11labs.io, and this is where we're going to do our voiceover, right? So it has the option text to speech, right? And we're going to copy our script from ChatGPT, just the script, not the image prompts. And we're going to paste that in the window here in 11 Labs and see what's
God has given you one face, and you make yourself another.
Ideas are the beginning points of all fortunes.
Look at the type.
Government of the people, by the people,
whether you're doing
for the people shall not perish from the earth.
Narration, social media, storytelling. Just select the appropriate voice for your video.
You gotta be careful if you don't know where you're going because you might not get there.
Just copy your script right in the window.
First things first, understanding your financial situation is crucial. Start by tracking your income and expenses. Many students rely on part-time jobs or financial aid, but it's essential to know exactly where your money is coming from and where it's going.
You could regenerate it and just see how it sounds, right? 11 Labs also has the feature for you to upload your voice. So you could use your voice in this tool as well. But I prefer to use the voices there. So once you're done, you'll just download your voicing, and then we're gonna go over to CapCut.com, and this is the last tool that we'll be using, because this is the tool now where we'll be putting everything together, right? So go to CapCut.com, and we're gonna create new, right? And it's really simple now because it's just a drag and drop, right? So all your images, you're just gonna drag and drop them in here. We're gonna drag and drop our voice in, right? Really simple. It's really just drag and drop. Okay, and then one thing I must point out too is that you could also add background music to your video, and you could get this from YouTube library. Just grab one of those pre-recorded music and just use that as your background music. You want to do that because most of the music out there are copyrighted, right? So there are no infringements when you use the YouTube library. CapCut also has music audio that you could use, so you could use the audio from CapCut as well as your background music, right? So what we'll be doing, we'll just be putting all our images on the timeline, right? And you can organize your timeline how you want it. I would do it by, for example, since I'm giving 10 tips, I have 10 images basically, and I'll just be adding each adding an image for each tip, right? But you also want to make sure that that lines up with your voicing, right? So it's a lot of rearranging as you drag and drop your images and your voicing and the background music. You could also turn down the volume on your background music by clicking on the basic. That's that icon to the right of the screen that says basic with the music sign, and then you could adjust the voicing as well, right? You could also duplicate the images just to make it longer to match the voicing, right? So for example, if one tip is going longer, you just duplicate duplicate the images, right, to match the length of the voicing. All right, so a lot of rearranging here.
First things first, understanding your financial situation is crucial. Start by tracking your income and expenses. Many students rely on part-time jobs or financial aid, but it's essential to know exactly where your money is coming from and where it's going.
You can also split your images as well, if that will make it, the length of your image line up with your voicing. You could split the image, delete part of the image. You could also split the voicing, delete portions of the voicing. You could split the background music, delete portions of it, just to line up everything on your timeline, right? So that everything basically in sync when your video begins to play. Yeah, and of course, just as you can duplicate the images, you can also duplicate the voicing. You can duplicate the background music as well, right? To make it longer. And pretty much when you're done, just hit download, and that's it. You could download directly to your YouTube channel or whatever social media platform you're using, or download to your desktop. I like to download to my desktop first and then upload to YouTube. But there you have it, guys. You can create your faceless YouTube video without showing your face and share your content, All right, hope you enjoy, and yeah, I will try and put out some more videos. Thank you for watching. Oh, and click on the actual video that I created, my faceless YouTube video with no experience. Okay, have a good one.